Hi everyone, in this video I will show you the best back workout that you can possibly do. I will start with my favorite exercise, which is wide grip pull-ups, and I can tell you that this is the exercise that actually helped me develop my back, as you can see. And this is probably the most difficult exercise, so if you can do it, I will advise you to keep your elbows out, not in, because if you keep them in, you will engage your biceps more than you should, and that will compromise your latissimus dorsi role in this exercise. So keep your elbows up and make sure that you fully stretch at the bottom of the movement, because that stretch is actually the critical point of the movement. Try to go as high as you can. I'll try to go as much as I can. Obviously, not higher than touching my chin to the bar, or maybe less than that. But the most important part, as I said, and once again, is that full stretch at the bottom, as you can see in the video. I would advise you to do anywhere from 4 to 6, 7 sets with maximum number of reps, if you can do, of course, and perform anywhere from 6 to your max. So whatever your max is, that's fine. Either it's 10, 15, 20, it's all good. But if you do less than 6 reps, then obviously this is your last set. Now, this is a very difficult exercise, and if you can't do 6 reps, I would not advise you to do it. Now, the second exercise in my program, or exercise that I use quite often in the days when I don't want to do pull-ups, is lat pull-down, wide grip lat pull-down to the front. I always do it to the front. I don't advise you to do it behind the neck, because that exercise behind the neck will damage eventually your shoulder joint, so you don't want to really experiment. It's very complicated to explain that, but it's something to do with anatomy of the shoulder joint, in which you don't want to twist your shoulder joint to the back because of the acromion bone, which is the bone which is on the top on your shoulder, and every movement behind the neck, like pull downs behind the neck or shoulder press behind the neck, can be very damaging for your shoulders. That doesn't mean that they're going to damage everybody, but if you feel discomfort, don't do it. So to the front, wide grip, as you can see, elbows again, like during the pull-up, should be going out, not in. We have a different exercise when elbows will go in, but with wide grip pull down, I would suggest that you keep your elbows out, making sure that the most of the work is done by your latissimus muscles, as you can see in this video. Focus on them, use them, and make sure that you feel your back muscles, especially latissimus dorsi muscles, while performing this exercise. Is really bread and butter for wide back and that famous V shape, and everybody can do it, because you can regulate the weight. Now, pull-ups and pull-downs are clearly movements that will help you develop wide back, and that, again, famous V shape. And I recommend highly that you perform 4 sets of this exercise, anywhere from 8 to 12 reps. So try to find a weight that you can comfortably move in great form, and stick to this number of reps between 8 to 12 in 4 sets. Now, just to mention that back is the second biggest muscle in the body, and you have to pay really a lot of attention to back muscles. It's also a very complex muscle group, and is composed of biggest latissimus dorsi muscles that we are actually using now during pull-ups and, in this case, pull-downs. But there are also other muscles that we will target doing rowing movements, like big trapezius muscles, muscle infraspinatus, supraspinatus, teres major, teres minor, and also rear delts. You can see them all in this exercise, while I'm performing this exercise, how they separate. So there is an extremely complex group. So pay attention to your back muscles, as back has been actually the second biggest muscle. Now, the second exercise, usually in my back workout that I suggest you to do it wholeheartedly is bent-over rowing. As you can see me performing this movement now, I can say that the form is most important in this exercise. As you can see me, I go quite low, but my body is almost parallel with the floor, and I'm making sure that I fully stretch and fully contract during this exercise. So I bring that bar all the way up very close to my thighs. So you can see my elbows are fully stretched at the bottom, but they are fully contracted. They are fully moved to the top, so therefore I can fully contract my trapezius muscles, infraspinatus, supraspinatus, and all the others, teres major, teres minor, rear delts. I can tell you that this exercise is really essential for developing thick back, especially those muscles in the middle, more than anything else, big trapezius muscle. So this is the second exercise that I perform, and as you can see in the video, I'm trying to be almost parallel to the floor at the bottom position, unlike many other people who like to stay a little bit higher, but I find that staying a bit higher, maybe 45 or higher degrees or higher, will hit more my trapezius than top trapezius than anything else. Now the next exercise in my back workout, as you can see, is close grip. Now there are a few options that you can do. I like this. Arnold used to do this grip. This is the overhand grip, and I'm holding the bar, as you can see, not too close, because I don't want to really involve my brachialis muscles too much, especially and also biceps muscle, but still try to hit latissimus dorsi muscles, because this is actually the reason why we are doing pulling movements. So you want to focus on back muscles, not necessarily on your biceps and your brachialis, which are much weaker muscles, and they will give up first. So my favorite grip, as you can see, is something like this. Is rather medium. Is not necessarily too close, because again, if the grip is too close, you will involve a lot of arm muscles like your brachialis, radiobrachialis, and also your biceps. So I'm not training biceps, doing back, so I'm trying to focus on my back, and as you can see, I have had great results. And my favorite grip, again, is not too close, is somewhere, as you can see, medium range. Now, the problem that I see that people often do while performing pull downs, either wide grip or close grip, is that they lean back too much. Now, if you lean back too much, you will clearly engage your spinal erectors, which are the lower back muscles, which are extremely powerful, and that will take the stress off your latissimus muscles. So you don't want to do that. You want to stay in this position. Of course, you can move a little bit forward and a little bit backwards, as I like to say, allow that breathing while doing slight motion backwards and forwards. But make sure, as you can see in the video, that when you are stretching fully, your body is perpendicular to the floor, because this is the only angle. Remember that when your body is perpendicular to the floor, this is the only angle that will allow you full stretch. If you are not in that position, you will not have a full stretch. Now, why we are doing close grip? While performing wide grip, we can lift a bit heavier weights and obviously stimulate the growth of largest portions of latissimus muscles. But with this exercise, with close grip, we can stretch more. That extra stretch, because of closer grip, will allow you to hit even more muscle fibers in your back, especially latissimus dorsi, mainly those that you did not target while doing the wide grip. Now, my fourth exercise in my back workout is T-bar row. There are many different variations of this exercise, but as you can see, I like to use this one because it's got a bench, and you can support yourself and focus, again, mainly on the back muscles, not on the lower back muscles. So this exercise as I said, fourth in my back workout, and the grip is slightly narrower than in my second exercise, which was barbell bent-over rowing. While doing this exercise, you really want to stretch fully and lie down on that bench. I don't want you to move up, but you have to be on the bench with your chest. However, by saying that, I don't mean that that your chest should be sucked in, but your chest, as you can see at the top of the motion, have to be up. So you have to keep your chest up all the time in all your rowing movements. So remember that this is the golden rule for rowing movements. You have to keep your chest up, because this is the only way that you will be able to fully contract your back muscles, especially your trapezius. If you move back, you will shorten the trajectory of the motion, and that will limit the contraction of your trapezius muscles. As you can see in every exercise that I do, I really pay full attention to the form. You see the chest are always on the bench. They are high, but never off the bench. I would advise you to do this exercise in 4 sets, again 8 to 12 reps, while always performing it perfectly. This is the next exercise. Sometimes I add this one as the 5th in my back workout, and this is a cable rowing, and sometimes I use it instead of T-bar row. Again, excellent exercise. This time the grip is quite close. That will obviously engage a little bit more your brachioradialis and also biceps muscles, but also it will help you to stretch fully your trapezius muscles. As you can see from this angle perfectly, you see how the trapezius muscle is opening, the shoulder blades are going out and then fully in. So again, you want to perform this in perfect form, making sure that in your upright position you don't pull back too much, again engaging your spinal erectors more than you should. I would also advise this exercise, again 4 sets, 8 to 12 reps. Now, the last exercise that I advise in my back workout is deadlift. It's a quite controversial exercise. It's very complicated, very risky, and this is why the form is absolute must. You have to perform deadlift in perfect form, or you will dramatically increase the risk of injuries. I see people often doing too much weight on this exercise, not really focusing on the lower back, but simply, as I like to say, laboring, moving the huge amount of weights from point A to point B without engaging the muscles that actually should be targeted, which is lower back muscles. Not only lower back muscles work in this exercise. This is very complex, compound exercise. Also, back muscles are working there, trapezius is working there, you're using also your legs up to the point. But as you can see, the most important rule in this for this exercise is that your body, your upper body, is never parallel or lower than parallel, because in that case you will stress your spine too much and vertebrae will respond, may result in inflammation or even bigger damage. So again, this exercise I don't necessarily do every back session. I may be doing it once a month, which is like once in 4 weeks. It's just important that you engage your lower back, because it's still an important part of your overall back development. So I would suggest you to perform this exercise anywhere from 3 to 4 sets and 8 to 12 reps. Now, if you are really serious about training and you want to learn more in detail, I would advise you to go on my website and check out all these ebooks that I have written for you, in which you will find everything explained to the detail about training systems, training techniques, intensity, perfect form, and selection of most important exercises. I hope you are happy and you like this video. And if you did, please subscribe to my channel. And also join our members page on my YouTube channel. That way you will support the channel. And thank you very much for tuning in, and see you in the next video.